So another year and another Call of Duty, and this time we've gotten a beta for Black Ops 3. The only thing is Black Ops 3 the best multiplayer yet in Call of Duty? And honestly, after a couple of hours, it's a bit hard to say. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to preface it by saying that my favourite Call of Duty games are actually the Treyarch games. So, post World at War, which was okay, was Black Ops 1 and 2, which were my two favourite ones, especially online, and they're the ones I spent the most time with. Advanced Warfare last year, though, was an incredibly pleasant surprise, and I think a lot of people felt that way. And a lot of people were wondering how it would feel going from the really fast boost, frantic game that was Advanced Warfare back to another Black Ops. And although Black Ops sort of is in the future, it feels a fair bit different. And even though a lot of the comparisons of Advanced Warfare were Titanfall, this Black Ops 3 feels more like Titanfall than Advanced Warfare does. It's not exactly for a bad thing, because Titanfall feels incredible. But Black Ops does have a few differences. So the boost mechanic, the really fast shift to the side, is gone. Instead, underneath it's like a stamina thing, and that's used to sort of, once you jump, sort of glide or get up a bit higher, like a little booster. But it's not as powerful, it feels, as Advanced Warfare, and it's got quite a limited sort of time on it. Now that booster thing can be used to slide along the ground as well, which feels great coming around the corners with a shotgun or whatever it may be. But other than that, a lot of things are similar with Black Ops 3, except the specialists, which you pick a character before you start, and each of them have two abilities to use in the game, but you can only equip one of them before a match. And basically, when this, I can't remember the name of it right now, a bar fills up, you get to use that, and that's kind of fun. But it kind of a lot of people not a lot of people, some people may make the comparison to Destiny, but it's like a supercharge. You hold down the two buttons and you unleash a special thing. It may be an attack, like one of them has two gravity spikes that go straight into the ground, and another will use a thing called a glitch, which means you move back a few seconds of where you were. So if you get into a hairy situation in a room, you can do that, or a few other specialist weapons and all that. But other than that, it's quite a lot like previous Call of Duty games, which is not a bad thing. Again, it's what you expect. But Black Ops 3 feels good. It really, really does. The map design so far has been good, and been really good actually. And I've had to sort of get my head around it, and the whole routine as you normally do every year with Call of Duty. It's like, okay, start off with the bad weapons, then work your way up, then unlock a few weapons, unlock a few optics, unlock a few side attachments, and get a better weapon. And the pick 10 is back, and perks and all that sort of thing is expected to score streaks. But it is that sort of routine of getting through, okay, so now I can move on to this gun and move on to this optic and all this sort of stuff. And then on top of that, learning the maps actually feel more important than before. It might be because of the booster, but you have to be aware of your surroundings. So many times you'll probably see in the video, I just wasn't quick enough to sort of check those corners, check those areas where people could be. The verticality is more important than it ever has been, and it's good. I felt myself improve, recognize, okay, here there might be an enemy there might be an enemy there. The side note, there was a fair amount of campers in the time I was playing it, but chances are that won't last too long, maybe, hopefully, and we'll see. But yeah, I could feel myself going, okay, around this corner you've got to check over here and check behind that that cover, and you could be in that doorway or down that hall, throw a grenade and throw a concussion in. Like, it's always adapting yourself back into that routine of Call of Duty. And I'll be honest, I'm really excited for this one. I think if right now it feels great. The maps have been enjoyable. Everything about it is sort of where you want it to be, but it is quite a departure from the previous game. Like before, it's the exact same as before with an added thing. Now things have been removed because developers are on 3-year cycles. They get to develop their ideas a bit more and be a little more individual, I suppose. But it's like a little different step to Advanced Warfare rather than a step back or in any other direction. It's a step to the side. It's a bit different, and to be honest with you, I had a great time with it. And to be honest, I grew quite a bit cold of Call of Duty over the last few years, but this time, maybe it's Treyarch, maybe I know because it's 3-year cycles, and on top of all that, how good Advanced Warfare is. Black Ops 3 is shaping up to be really, really good, and I've just talked about the smallest part of the multiplayer. Like, there's so much more to it, and then on top of that, the zombies and the 4-player co-op campaign, which doesn't matter because I'm talking about the multiplayer right now. And for those of you who are sort of worried whether Black Ops would feel like a step backwards against last year's Advanced Warfare, that is not the case whatsoever. This is still looking to be a really, really good multiplayer game, and one that I honestly cannot wait for.